going to do a couple of announcements, and then I'm going to pass the mic over to Katie Gilmartin. If you can hear me, please take a deep breath and let it out like this. And also, if you're folks on the balcony, please start inching your way over towards the light, towards the yellow wall, so you can watch and listen to all of these awesome speeches, announcements, and talks from these incredible queer artists. So, hi everyone, my name is Baruch Porras Hernandez. I'm the community events organizer here at Strut. What is Strut? Who here knows what Strut is and has been here before? Raise your hand. Okay, not that many. That's okay. Welcome to Strut. We are a program of the San Francisco AIDS Foundation. We are a sexual health and wellness center for the queer community. We've been here for only 4 years. Magnet, our famous sexual health clinic, has been around since 2003. We test everyone in our second floor clinic. We test everyone in the queer community. We do HIV testing, STI testing, we do Hep C stuff. We do all sorts of stuff that keeps folks in the queer community sexually healthy and doing fun stuff. All of our services are free. We have all sorts of other programs that serve the queer community, and programs like this where we do fun stuff with like wine and art openings and free food. So if you have any questions about what we do, just go to our website at sfaf.org to find all of the cool stuff we do. We have a harm reduction program. We have 2 programs for the Black community, Black Brothers Esteem, Dream Project. We have Trans Life, Latino programs. There's a lot of stuff that we do through the AIDS Foundation that it helps folks even find housing, harm reduction, health navigation. And if you see an event that looks really fun, like an art workshop or a poetry night, it's probably being organized by me. Talk to me during the event and I can tell you more about that. But I'm gonna shut up and hand the mic over to someone really special. This is our 3rd year doing this, and I love this person so much. They're such a hard worker, and they just do great things. Please give it up for Katie Gilmartin.
I have to make love.
Yeah, or you can use this one if it's a little.
I think it's working. I think it's working. I just wasn't handling it.
I'm gonna hang your mic up to the.
Thank you everyone so much for being here tonight to honor and celebrate queer ancestors, and also to honor and celebrate these amazing artists. And I just realized that this is, that I founded the Queer Ancestors Project 10 years ago. So imagine how many ancestors we have been honoring. So I'd like to have one of our artists, Kazi, kick off. You ready to say? You ready? Yes. Okay. Here we go. So first, how about like a warm welcome so they know that you want it?
But we wanted to pause and acknowledge that Strut sits on the land of the Ohlone people. We remember their ongoing connection to and presence in the lands we occupy. Let us take 5-second moment of silence to pay respect to their elders and all the Ohlone people past and present. Thank you. Now I'm going to hand the microphone to Katie.
Thank you, Cassie. Okay, so I want to give a big shout out to Strut for having us here. Super warm hosts. They do testing for everybody, and that includes your body. So there's a testing van right out front. I also want to thank the San Francisco Arts Commission, the California Arts Council, the Queer Cultural Center. If you don't know, if you're a creative person in the Bay Area, you need to know the Queer Cultural Center, and the Queer Cultural Center needs to know you. So watch for their National Queer Arts Festival coming up in June. Also, I want to thank SOMARTS, which gives us all a space to work, and the Zellerbach Foundation, and most of all, you all for coming, but even a little bit more for the artists.
One last thing.
Yes,
Quick. Sorry. They're going to get mad at me if I don't.
Okay.
Thank you for mentioning our mobile testing unit.
Yes.
They're going to get mad at me if we don't mention it. Folks, right outside of Strut, our mobile testing unit is open until like 9:30. So if you just found out about what we do and you're like, oh, I haven't been tested in a while, you can get tested tonight. It's completely free. You just walk down and across the way to our mobile testing unit. They're a really fun group of folks. They have all sorts of sexual health services. And then after you're done, you can come right back up here. Okay, that's it. Sorry, thank you.
So let's begin welcoming some ancestors. I want to invite you to think in your mind of ancestors that have been important to you. They may be actual blood relatives, or you may need to queer the notion of ancestry, and they may be people that you are connected through in other ways. Think about if there's anyone you identify as a queer ancestor, a queer or trans ancestor, and hold them for a moment in your mind. They may be someone famous, they may be someone whose name you don't know because they weren't able to leave it for you, and so you may need to imagine who they are. And hold them in your mind for a second. And there are a lot of ways to call up the ancestors. We could light candles, we could chant, we could cast a circle. But I like to rely on a very sturdy method, which is known as the yoo-hoo. So I'm going to ask you all to join me in a few moments in yoo-hooing and calling in our ancestors. And what's really nice is if together we give a big yoo-hoo, but then also, you know, some people are running late, or they were asleep, or they're down the hall. So after the big yoo-hoo, it's nice to have a lot of like yoo-hoo, yoo-hoo, yoo-hoo. It's nice to have a lot of other little yoo-hoos coming in after it. And then if there are other words that you use other than yoo-hoo to call in your ancestors or people who are beloved to you, you can throw them in at that time as well. Okay, are you all on board? You ready? You know what I'm talking about? Okay, so please hold in your beautiful minds any ancestors that you hold precious, that you would like to invite to be here with us tonight. And I'm going to count to 3. We're going to give them all a big loud yoo-hoo that's going to go right up to the sky, and then a cascade of yoo-hoos. 1, 2, 3. I think they know they're being held precious. I really do. Thank you. Thank you for that. So I want to honor these artists because when you create something new, you're ripping something from the universe. Okay? You're going into a place where there wasn't something, and you're creating something. And that requires courage, it requires persistence, and it requires faith. I always find that creating anything is an act of faith, and along the way you keep losing faith, and then you need to buoy yourself up and keep going. And I want to honor the fact that all of these artists persisted and were faithful, and I always, when I look at their work, I think of 2 acts of creativity. There's the act of creating a gorgeous print, and then there's also the act of reaching for an ancestor, and we all do that in different ways. So as you reflect on their work, perhaps that's something you might find fruitful to bring to bear. How did this artist reach for their ancestors and forge a connection? So first I'm going to invite them to introduce themselves, and perhaps if they want to share their pronoun, and we'll start with Christine. Oh, you've got it down.
Hey y'all, how's everyone doing? My name's Christine and I use she, they pronouns.
Hi, I'm Striff. I use all pronouns. Tonight you can use they, them.
Hi, I'm Rai. I use they, them pronouns.
Hi, I'm Kimiko. I use she, they pronouns.
Hi, I'm Grace. I use she, they pronouns.
Hi, I'm Kazi. I use she, they pronouns.
Hey y'all, I'm Sen. I use they, them pronouns. Thank you all so much for coming.
Okay, so I'm going to invite the artists to share with us something that they learned new about ancestors as they read